Welcome back to CIE. We're over on the Wavelynx stand over at the Security Event 2025. I've been joined by Joe Page to talk about the latest edition as a strategic partnership with CIE as we talk about Wavelynx access control readers. Joe, thank you for joining us, first of all.
It's great to be here.
So let's talk at this show, of course. We've got many access readers to talk about and to see, so many technologies. Where does Wavelynx sit into the market and what's its unique selling point?
Yeah, so at Wavelynx, we like to think we're slightly different to some of our competitors in the market, where we're a little more open. We try and move away from the proprietary credential to reader sort of legacy that is out there, and we try to simplify things and give choice for the end client.
So let's focus first of all on the hardware, on the actual readers themselves, and then we're going to dive into credentials, which is really what the technology is all about.
Yeah, so the EPOS reader, again, show-stopping technology in there. There is some lovely little features that we have, but we're obviously a smart card, and we have procs, and we have NFC, we have BLE, we have wallet, of course. And it really gives your client a chance to go from they could want to migrate from procs card and up to, a high frequency secure card or even into wallet. So we're trying to give that's what the hardware is all about, and having that transition.
Now, with regards to credentials, wallet is really what it's all about with you guys. So let's talk about the different wallet variants, and then let's talk about Leaf.
Yeah, so wallet is a big part of what we do, as well as physical credentials. But the wallet piece, as we call it, because it's not just Apple, it's the Google, it's the Samsung, it's the whole solution. And there's only several in the market that can offer that solution to our partners, those are software and access control manufacturers. People have talked about this a lot and said, well, where does wallet fit in the market? Where is it going to take over the market? And probably won't take over the market completely. I look at the ways there'll be room for all of these technologies, and there'll be room for physical card, and there'll be room for BLE to a degree. But it is growing, and it's going to start taking a real big market share, and we see that happening already with large enterprise customers, and we've seen that continue. And there's a huge interest here now in the UK, Ireland, and in Europe.
And it's all about, of course, using your smartphone as your credential, as your key. Why is wallet the hot topic? What's wrong with BLE? What's wrong with NFC?
It was something that I always say to people about BLE. It wasn't something that was made for the access control market. It was something we adopted. It's something we used because it was there. There are, well written out risks now of man in the middle and denial of service attacks. There's some white papers out there. It isn't as secure as NFC wallet. It's just plain and simple. And also, we speak to a lot of customers, and we have our own BLE app. We're not here to completely rubbish it. It works, and it works for some clients, but the user case is just so much better on NFC. It's such a simpler way of issuing for the credential, and a way simpler way of actually using the credential day to day.
So you've talked about Apple Wallet, talked about Samsung Wallet, Android Wallet, but now also on the stand we're talking about Leaf. So can you explain that as a credential?
Yeah, so Leaf's a community, and it's a credential that we're a founder of, with other companies that are IDEMIA and RFIDs who are founding members, but now there's a host of companies that are joining what we call the Leaf community. And the whole purpose of the Leaf community is to bring a credential to the market where you don't need site codes and you don't need all these things. And the credential market for years has been a bit of a pain. It's a nightmare for customers, it's a nightmare for integrators. And we're trying to simplify that with the Leaf Inventor and make it interoperable. So by bringing these companies together who are joining the Leaf community, you will have a credential out of the box that's going to work not only with your reader, but with your LSET reader on your secure print or your RFD reader on your parking, and bring all these systems together and make it interoperable from buying it off the shelf.
And then finally, let's talk about the verticals where this is really going to see its adoption. I guess residential with regards to MDU, with regards to student accommodation, that type of thing.
Yeah, and the market's still evolving with the whole sort of the wallet and the physical credential piece, and the interoperability has been a key word in the market for quite some time. We hear it a lot. Smart cards have been around forever. It's not a new thing. It's just how we actually make that work and how we go the extra mile, and companies are now working together to make that interoperability. And where that comes in the industry is, yes, universities, enterprise, really anywhere that is using readers to use anything from lockers to vending. So the application is huge.
Really exciting to have Wavelynx added to the CIE portfolio. If you want to find out more about the product, and of course you want to find out about Leaf technology as well, click on the link below or join us at ciegroup.com.